I'd like to tell you who's prejudiced. The people who are prejudiced are the people in the media. What happened in Paris was horrific, and the numbers and what happened show true horror. But right on the heels of that attack over the weekend, did you know that the capital of Mali, Bamako, had a terrorist attack? 20 people dead. There were like 150 hostages at one point. The details are still trickling out. But you see, Mali is a poor country. It's not Paris. And we don't give it the kind of coverage that we give Paris because we don't have the media assets on the ground. So we're not going to spend the money. Our American media people aren't going to spend the money to send people to Mali to figure out what's going on there because they're prejudiced, because it's not us, it's not our heritage. It's not justice that they care about. It's not understanding Islam that they care about. I'm going to read to you two hadith from Muhammad. For those of you who are new to the show, the hadith are the words of Muhammad that are not in the Quran. Okay, the Quran is the book that Muslims believe is the word of God, and the hadith are the words of Muhammad that are not in the Quran. There's volumes and volumes of them. Let me read to you two of them. I have been sent with the sword in my hands so that only Allah may be worshipped. Allah, who placed my livelihood under the shadow of my spear and who condemns those who disobey my orders to servility and humiliation. Those words are from Muhammad's mouth. They're quoted here by Osama bin Laden. Okay? He was the leader of Al-Qaeda till our troops killed him. It was Al-Qaeda that launched the attack in Mali. Okay? And Osama bin Laden here, and all of his men, they're living in this narrative. They're quoting this passage from the Hadith. Yes, Muhammad was sent by the sword so that no one but Allah can be worshipped. That is Islam. Okay? That's Islam. Now, Muhammad said that he was a prophet in the line of Noah, Abraham, Moses, David, Solomon, Jesus, John the Baptist, right? And between Jesus and between Jesus and Muhammad, Muhammad said there were no other prophets. So it was all these other great, awesome guys, then Jesus, then this big, long gap, and then Muhammad, and he's the last one. Now, he knew that Moses and Abraham and Jesus, they didn't kill people and steal stuff, spoils of war to fund their religion. So Muhammad had to have an excuse for that. So he said, and I quote, I have been given superiority over the other prophets. I have been made victorious with terror cast in the hearts of the enemy. Spoils have been made lawful to me, and the line of the prophets is closed with me. That's what he said. I'm different than the other prophets. I get to use terror. That's his words. He was a terrorist by today's standards, and he said over and over again that he got to use terror to convert people. How blind can we be? He's been made victorious with terror, and the spoils have been made lawful to him. He was permitted to steal stuff like ISIS is doing. That's Islam, friends. Islam isn't what we wish it would be. Islam is what Muhammad said it was. The end. So if you want to understand the threat that Islam is to us, all you have to do is read the words of Islam's founder, Muhammad, who said that he was allowed to have terror, and that's what made him victorious.